In this video, we're going to be talking about vertical options. Now, most people, when they're looking at vertical options for patio doors or for super tall windows, will move to drapery. However, there are still some really great options out there when it comes to vertical shades. There's vertical blinds, which are a little bit more of a traditional look. They've been around a really long time. Vertical panel tracks, which are sliding panels that don't tilt the same way that vertical blinds do, but they have a very clean, modern aesthetic, and they're often made out of the same material as roller shades, so they pair really nice with roller blinds. And then we have some of the sheer vertical options. The Hunter Douglas Luminette has been around for a very long time, but there's some new products on the market as well that also give you a vertical sheer look that allows you to tilt the vanes or the panels to see in or out and give yourself privacy, or even in some cases, room darkening. So vertical blinds, one of the more timeless looks, typically come in a 3-inch, a 4-inch, or a 5-inch vane, and they're often made out of fabric or PVC. The reason they're so popular is that they can tilt to give you different levels of privacy and light control. Now, because they're free-floating vanes, they're relatively durable, they're easy to push aside if you need to see out quickly or open the door, and if you go with a PVC, they're even wipeable. The downside of going with vertical blinds is they're a little bit more of a traditional or dated look, and just like drapery, they're gonna have a specific stack. So if you inside mount a vertical blind inside a door and open it, you may lose 5, 10, 15, even 20 inches of the window, depending on how wide it is. But if you want to overcome that, you can outside mount vertical blinds over top in the same way we would with drapery. Now, the other vertical blind or vertical shade product that works very similarly is vertical panel tracks. Depending on the brand, they're anywhere from 7, 11, or even 17-inch panels. And as I mentioned, they often pair with a roller shade. So it'll be the exact same material on the vertical panel track as it is on the roller blind. What's great with this product is it has a very clean, modern aesthetic. However, they have a huge stack back, so they can take up a lot of the window or the wall, depending on where your mounting application is. And they don't do the tilting. They're just sliding from one side to the other or center split. So you don't actually get to do the variable tilting like you do with the vertical blinds or with the sheer vertical shades. So before we move on to sheer vertical shades, let's talk about the control styles. Now, both sliding panel tracks and vertical blinds are typically operated with a traveling wand where you're pulling the panels across. You can also motorize both vertical blinds and panel tracks depending on the manufacturer that you're working with, and that can be a plug-in system, a battery system, or hardwired. Now, one of my personal favorite options when it comes to vertical applications or vertical blinds would be the Luminette or sheer vertical shades. Now, there's a lot of different suppliers that make this product. However, the original from Hunter Douglas is behind me. And what's great with this product is that it actually allows you to tilt the vanes so that you can control the directionality of the light, and you can get a light filtering or a room darkening vane. The other thing that's really great is it also allows you to open them completely like you would with other vertical blinds or even drapery. Now, one of the downsides of this product is it's not the most economical, and it can be a little bit less durable compared to some of the other products that we looked at. However, it's beautiful and stunning in terms of how much it controls the light coming into a space, and it can pair with lots of other shades in a really nice way. Okay, one of the final products that exists in the vertical category is this product right behind me. Now, it's called a number of different things depending on the supplier that we're looking at, the Smart Drape or Dream Curtains. But what's really cool with this product is it's a little bit less than some of the other sheer vertical products on the market. You can still open the vanes like you can with a traditional vertical blind. It can be motorized or manual, and it gives us that nice, soft, elegant look while still allowing us to tilt the vanes. This product can be manual or motorized, and one of the only major drawbacks is there's a limited selection of fabrics. However, if we want something that's a little bit more elevated than a vertical blind or a panel track, but a little bit less in price compared to the Luminette or sheer vertical, this is a really great option. Now, one of the products that we didn't look at today that does exist in this category is vertical honeycombs. Those are typically a sliding panel that open almost like a panel door. They can go center split or they can go left or right. What's great with that product is that you get the energy efficiency and the sound absorption that you get from a honeycomb shade, and it ties in nicely if you have honeycomb or cellular shades in the other windows. However, just like other vertical products, it's going to suffer from having some type of stack back, especially for inside mounting it, and it can be a little finicky to install and operate. However, it's a great option if you're looking for a cohesive look and you're worried about energy efficiency. Now, there are other products on the market, and technically some people would even consider drapery a vertical application. However, those are the main core product types. We have vertical blinds, panel tracks, sheer verticals, and vertical honeycombs. Check out some of these inspo photos.